So Revopoint has long been my favorite company that has produced 3D scanning equipment, very specifically consumer grade 3D scanning equipment. I started using their scanners back when I backed the Pop 2 over on Kickstarter, backed it with my own money, and the scanner was okay, but the software definitely needed some work. Revopoint knew that if they wanted to be a major player in the 3D scanning game, they had to pick up steam. Within a year and a half, Revopoint took massive feedback from the user community, they built an incredible desktop application, and they built a seriously powerful mobile scanning environment. They also did something really smart. They branched their hardware out to 3 tiers, the beginner tier, the intermediate tier, and the advanced tier. By the way, later in this video, I'm going to be showcasing the Metro Y Pro 3D scanner from Revopoint. It absolutely fits into that advanced tier bucket, and there's one standout feature that I definitely think you guys are going to want to see. Anyway, generally, this video is going to be showcasing some of that advanced tier bucket software, hardware features that Revopoint has to offer. And now I am back in the US. However, this video takes place all the way over in Shanghai, China at TCT Asia 2026. Of course, at the event, we are taking a look at the Revopoint booth very specifically for this video. In this go around, Revopoint really wants to showcase the Metro Y and the Metro Hub. It's their latest products on the market, so we are going to do that today. Now, I'm gonna let Jerry from the past tell you about the Metro Hub because this 3D scanning robot thing, it's pretty wild, and the fact that it could be in the hands of the consumer for, I think, somewhere in the $3,000 mark was pretty wild. Okay, so here at the Revopoint booth, we have the Metro Hub. Now, the Metro Hub is a robotic arm where you can attach any scanner. You could even attach the Revopoint Track It to the Metro Hub. Essentially, what this product is designed for is getting perfect, accurate scans of the same object repeatedly over and over again. Realistically, the primary use case is for manufacturing. Essentially, on each batch, load it into the Metro Hub, and it's gonna perfectly scan it. It'll tell you if the batch has any defect issues, and if it does, of course, you can do a recall. But what's so cool about the Metro Hub is that you can attach any of their scanners to it depending on your use case. You can even attach the Track It to it if you have more advanced, difficult to scan models. I really love the innovation from Revopoint. They always have something new. They're always working on something new. And that's one reason why I really love working with Revopoint. So at these conferences and events, what I absolutely love about Revopoint is the way that they actually display their products. It's not quite so simple as taking a printer and putting it on a table and letting you like ooh and ah format. And a company has to be very, very confident and trust their products to allow users to come and live demo the products. Now, for me personally, the most impressive thing in Shanghai at TCT Asia was utilizing physically myself the Revopoint Track It to actually scan a full-size motorcycle, a real shiny, glossy motorcycle at the booth. And to be very clear, this motorcycle doesn't have scanning dots. It is glossy, it is black, and this is a live demo. So this is pretty much the worst case scenario, but it just worked. Okay guys, check that out because it's pretty wild. So I'm going to scan the motorcycle. Let's see how easy this is. So I've shown the Track It on my channel before. What I haven't shown yet is the Metro Y Pro 3D scanner. This is the first time this scanner has ever been seen by the public, and yeah, it's pretty stinking impressive. I would definitely say the Metro Y Pro fits into that prosumer kind of professional bucket. It almost has to. I don't really know the pricing of this scanner, but what I do know is that this scanner can scan at up to 90 frames per second. And no, I'm not joking. When I saw that myself with my own 2 eyes on the Revopoint Studio software, I saw it scanning at between 80 and 90 frames per second. I honestly thought it might have been a joke. For those of you that might be a little less knowledgeable, the number of frames per second that a 3D scanner can actually capture at and recognize might be the make or break as to whether that scanner can keep track of the model that you're scanning. See, there's two things here, right? You have the hardware, which is the scanner, but when it comes to 3D scanning, the most impressive and most important thing is the software side of it. If the hardware can capture a visual, but the scanner software can't actually pinpoint where in space those data points actually need to be applied, you'll never get an accurate 3D scan. The best way to keep track is to take more pictures of the environment as the scanner is moving. This way, it knows where in relative space to look to place those data points. If you go back 5 years ago, I guess talking about the Pop 2, we were scanning for consumer grade technology, which is really the only thing Revopoint was focused on. We were scanning at, I think it was somewhere between 8 and 15 frames per second. That is wild how we've gone from 8 to 15 frames per second up to 90. To put that into perspective, you would have to use a Pop 2 scanner scanning at 10 frames per second. You would have to hold that scanner still for 9 seconds for it to capture the exact same amount of data as the Metro Y Pro in a single second. I feel like I'm beating this horse to death, but one more thing. At 90 frames per second, I could realistically hold the Metro Y Pro in my hand with like shaky hands, and then I could 3D scan an object with these shaky, uncontrollable hands, move it as fast as I want, and you're not gonna have any issues stitching these images back together. Anyway, guys, check this out. We were scanning live demos of a silver shiny pot with the Metro Y Pro. Again, it was a live demo at the Revopoint booth. Guys, you've seen it before on my channel plenty of times. I covered the Revopoint booth at a lot of these events because I like the technology that Revopoint has to offer. I like the fact that they have consumer technology, and what I really like is that they're branching out into the prosumer and professional market as well. And they're branching into that market in a way that if a consumer really wanted to just have like a banger product, you could even afford it yourself. For instance, the Track It. It was available on Kickstarter at a price that, you or me could afford to purchase if we used 3D scanners on a regular basis. You don't have to be a big business in order to purchase a Revopoint product. Revopoint is continually learning what the users want from their user community, implementing it and putting it into their software. They're continually growing, and that is what I like to see with these brands. There are one too many 3D printing brands that just do what they want and they don't listen to what the users want. And sure, maybe they make a great product, but at some point you have to listen to your consumers, the ones that are actually giving you the money. Anyway, guys, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you like about Revopoint products. Let me know what you like about the Metro Hub and the Metro Y Pro. Have you ever seen a Revopoint booth in person and participated in any of their live demos? Guys, these likes and comments, they definitely help the algorithm out, and they let these videos get branched out to a wider audience. And lastly, guys, if you haven't, please make sure to subscribe. Hitting that subscribe button really helps me, and it allows me to go out and travel to these events and get this wild coverage for you guys. Thanks. We'll see you in the next video.